What's up, YouTube? Kevin, and welcome to another episode of Tesla Today. It's an exciting day. I had to change the hat from silver to gold. Finally hit the $1 million mark today with Tesla in my personal finances, which is whoop-de-doo. I know I'm a little bit late to the dance, but it's a pretty amazing run considering I really just started trading this stock, and we'll do another video specifically about this story, but started trading this stock March of 2020. I only started with about 160,000 bucks and went from $160,000 to $1 million in less than a year. That's amazing. Here we are in November, so we're talking about less than 9 months from $160,000 investment. Did a lot of trading, missed a lot of the upside. We'll talk about that. But then turned that $160,000 into $1 million in less than a year with Tesla stock. So thank you, Mr. Elon Musk, for your amazing leadership of this company. Thank you for the opportunity to invest in Tesla. And thank you for making just an amazing product. And that's really what it comes down to. And I really want to talk about this video is if you haven't test driven a Tesla yet, it costs you $0 to go test drive that Tesla. Go to your local mall. You can Google up the Tesla. You can make your appointment online. There's absolutely no contact. So you can wear your mask. You don't have to have any contact with any people. Go test drive this amazing product. More than likely, you're going to end up buying one. I'm gonna warn you of that right now, even if you can't afford one. I couldn't afford one. The whole reason I got into Tesla was back in 2016. One of my military buddies mentioned, hey, they're starting to take reservations for this thing called a Model 3. Are you going to get one? I was like, don't know anything about it, looked at it, looked pretty cool, but it's like, man, what's this car cost? Like $55,000? I can't afford a $55,000 car. Are you crazy? So I started looking at Tesla stock, and back then it was trading like $146, $150 a share, and that was pre-split. So we're talking, 4 years ago when Tesla was still struggling. But I started seeing, little lows and troughs and caps and back and forth, a little bit of wave activity, looked pretty steady there. I was like, when's this car coming out? He's like, 2018. I was like, and it's 2016. Well, how much does it cost for reservation? He's like, it was $1,000 for a reservation of this Model 3. Of course, I couldn't afford the one I wanted, which would have been the dual motor high-end Model 3, the sport version. I could only afford the poor man's version, the rear-wheel drive. I got the mid-range Model 3. And I said that price was like $55 grand, and I had to come up with $1,000 for a reservation back in 2016. Money's tight. I didn't have a spare $1,000 just to throw around. So I looked at their stock, and sure enough, I saw that little pattern going back and forth, and it took like 2 weeks. I bought the stock at like 146, and I'll have to look at the exact paperwork in my next episode, but I bought the stock around 146, held on to it for a couple weeks, and it went up like $20 a share, and I had like 50 shares. So that made the $1,000 to $2,000. I took 1,000 of that, and I put it down for that Model 3 reservation. Went on a deployment to the Middle East in 2017, came back in 2018, and it was the end of 2018 when we took actual delivery of that Tesla Model 3. I now have about 16,500, maybe 17,000 miles on that electric car, and it is an absolute joy each and every time I get into it. Not only does it remind me of the wonderful financial success in trading Tesla and now being a long-term investor in Tesla, but also it really just makes me happy in the car. The feel of the car, the way it drives is super solid. The entertainment system, the music, it's just a fun car to drive. It brings fun back to driving, and it's just really an amazing, amazing product. We're talking about one product out of many that Tesla's going to come up with. Can you imagine when Tesla transitions not just from cars, but actually starts sticking their 4680, those new cells, those new battery cells that are lighter, stronger, more efficient, have a longer duration. When they start putting those into things like boats, look at our oceans, look at the trash in our ocean, look at the pollution, the oil, the gasoline that gets spilled in the ocean. Think how much cleaner that's going to make that, and more efficient. And you're going to be able to go faster for longer. Just like the ICE cars has a delay when you hit the throttle. There's not going to be a delay when you're up and hitting that propeller in the boat. You're going to be able to really, I think, have some major speed records made. Land, air, and sea, both are going to be broken with Tesla in the future. Obviously, SpaceX is doing amazing, but Elon Musk is just such a visionary. What he has going into the future, what he's sharing with all of us, and he's putting them all there. It's like breadcrumbs. We're like, I feel like I'm like Hansel and Gretel, following his little breadcrumbs that Elon's left, these little clues along the way of exactly what he's doing. And it's ours for the taking. All I've done to get this $1 million is ride on Elon Musk's coattails, right? That's it. I haven't done anything special other than seize the opportunity that he has presented for us. It's not too late. Tesla's still very much in the early sessions. I really want to take this episode as well to share some of the YouTube channels, and really that I've gained the knowledge of the 2,500 hours I've invested in reading everything about Tesla, all the financials about Tesla, everything I could see, as well as YouTube videos, both for Tesla, the bull case, and against Tesla, the bear case, and collecting all that information to making an informed and educated decision to help my financial future and that of my family. So fantastic day. Was said, this is just the, what your net worth is worth, doesn't matter, but I have $1 million today in Tesla stock. Has nothing to do with the value of my home or what my overall net worth is. It's just liquid cash that's going to hopefully be able to present some opportunities and a quality of life for myself and my wife going forward, and our children, that will open up some doors. So if I can do it as a very, I'm not the brainchild, without a doubt. All I did was do some homework. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's not too late for you in Tesla. Tesla has a long way to go. It's going to go up 3 times, maybe 5 times easy its current value in the next 10 years. Between now and 2030, huge growth in Tesla. I'm not selling anytime soon, even though I'm a millionaire out now. Woo, I'm a millionaire, yay! It is exciting. And you have to smile, and you have to celebrate those small wins as well. But I am by no means done investing in Tesla. This was the first million. I expect to make at least 1 to 2 more million off of Tesla before pulling the plug or going into a more diverse situation. But yeah, I manage it every day. I watch it every day, and I stay up on the news. So that's my thoughts on Tesla. And being the new, welcome to the Tesla Millionaire Club for you other Teslainaires out there. It feels good to be a part of the club, and if you're not there quite yet, do not lose hope. There is time for you to join the Teslainaire Club. And some of those other Tesla channels I like to watch Meet Kevin. He's the biggest shareholder that he has is Tesla by far. He also does a lot of real estate. He owns like 22 homes, has a net worth somewhere between $11 and $12 million. He puts out some really good videos.
Oh my gosh. Hey everyone, Meet Kevin here. The EV sector, the electric vehicle space is going nuts. It is going so freaking insane. If you are in the EV space or have been in the EV space over the last 3 weeks, you're just sitting here going, sup, I'm rich. And if you're not, or you got in a little bit but not enough, you're going, damn, Somo, should have put in more money.
Obviously, solving the money problem with Stephen Mark Ryan, one of my favorites, really funny guy from Australia. And once again, his biggest position is also Tesla, and he has a position of about $2 million in Tesla.
Each to their own, invest in whatever style you're comfortable with. But I'm somebody who's looking for outsized returns, not average returns. If we do some rough numbers here, just really rough, that means that approximately once every 2 years, Baron Capital found a single stock worth investing in that delivered outsized returns. And make no mistake, I'm a man of my word. I own just 4 stocks. And let's look at the annualized returns on these 4 stocks. Tesla annualized rate of return is almost 80%, Google 22%, Amazon 72%, and Tencent 25% annualized rate of return. Now in the future, anything could happen, but this is my style of investing. I'd much rather sit on the sidelines, think a lot, research a lot, and act very little. And this is exactly what I do with my investing. 4 companies. All of my stock portfolio in just 4 companies. Now, this isn't investment advice. This is just transparency. This is how I personally invest in stocks. The returns so far speak for themselves, but of course, anything could happen. I totally understand and acknowledge that.
But I'll list in the comments below all the links for the different channels I like. Gally with Hyperchange used to be really active, not so much anymore. And then, of course, my other favorite that is a must-watch, you have to see it all the time or listen, he does a podcast, is Rob Maurer with Tesla Daily. Fantastic content. After I run into Rob, I didn't get to see him at Battery Day when I was there, but when I run into him next time, I owe him a steak dinner and probably $1,000. I mean, he's put in so much time and so much energy in the financials and educating and communicating that I owe a large part of my success to him, because none of us can do this alone, right?
Hey everybody, Rob Maurer here, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about Tesla stock. We had another new all-time high close today. We also have an updated note from Wedbush Securities. They've raised their price targets on Tesla, some news on Model Y, Model X, and then GM and Ford as well. All right, so another strong day for Tesla today, finishing up 6.6%.
Yay! Welcome to the Millionaires Club. Waiting for the Cybertruck, which Tesla has now bought me a Model 3, right? Tesla paid for it. Tesla is buying me my Cybertruck, which is very exciting. Which, well, we get the tri-motor, of course. After tax and everything, it'll be close to $100,000. But what do you think Tesla stock's going to go up in value between now and the time that Cybertruck rolls out in early 2022? Tesla will be buying that Cybertruck for me. Thank you, and thank you, Joe Biden. Hopefully he'll give me a nice subsidy for that electric vehicle going forward to upgrade into that $100,000 pickup truck. Which, folks, it's going to go 1,000,000 miles. That's the last truck I'll ever need. I'm 49 years of age. I'll never need another pickup again for as long as I live. And when the robo-taxi fleet comes on, then I can take the Model 3, activate it, it can go make me some passive income, maybe $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a year. And if I feel like sharing my Cybertruck, if I'm using it, I could stick that in the robo-taxi fleet. Probably not. Probably not going to happen. Don't really care about the sedan so much at that point in time once I get the truck. But yeah, I think that one's going to be Daddy's truck, and I'll be driving that all over the United States. Or in more correct, the Cybertruck will be driving me on autopilot, full self-driving all over the United States while I do other things, whether it be screw around and play apps or make some trades and make some money. So thanks for watching today. Those are the thoughts. We're going to share some other thoughts with a few of the other Teslaonaires that are out there with Tesla stock. Enjoy. And last but not least, we have Dave on investing. Now, Dave's worth about $15 million in Tesla stock. He got way back in the day, like 2012 or 2013. But he's actually interviewing a guy named Emmett. Emmett's on your right side of the screen. He did options play on Tesla and made around $30 million on options trade. And now he's talking about the S&P 500 inclusion. Listen to this clip. It's not too late.
It just started too early. I feel like the fireworks haven't even started yet, to be honest. But they have in a way. But I feel like really it hasn't, because it's still just a few days in, and I think there's a lot of buying left to be done. Like, this is unlike any other catalyst. Like, I keep reminding myself, like, people talk about catalysts. Like, what's the next catalyst for Tesla? Is it the Q3 numbers or the profit margin or the new product, the battery day? Is that a catalyst for the stock price? It's a catalyst for the company, but the actual share price is not necessarily a catalyst, right? What's a catalyst is this, marching order from the S&P committee that these 5 trillion of index funds, they have to buy 1.2% or more now of Tesla in their portfolios. I mean, that's a huge, like 120 million shares. They have to buy that. They have no questions. They have to do it. That's a catalyst in my mind. And so I just don't think that's been accounted for very well in speculators even yet. So I think it could run up a lot more still, and I want to keep a large portion on the table for that potential possibility.
And finally, we have the master himself, Ron Barron, the billionaire, talking about, you guessed it, Tesla.
So in the case of Tesla, I have this long-term view. I think we're going to, 15 years, we're going to make a huge amount of money, 30 times our money, and 20 times our money. I don't know.
Well, hey, that'll be all for today. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so happy Turkey Day. And you've been watching Tesla Today.